My name is Sergey Vasilyev, that was right, and I'm Deputy Director of International Institute of Energy Policy and Diplomacy, which is part of GIMO University. And I don't think I will have to decipher the acronym GIMO. This is the Moscow State University for International Relations, and this is part of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Russian Federation. So both MIAP and GIMO have always been in cooperation with BRICS agencies, and this year is no exception. In my remarks today, I would like to dwell on the role that the BRICS Youth Energy Agency plays in establishing linkage between energy and development. First of all, it would be necessary to say a couple of words about the third Youth Energy Summit held on October 16 this year. Presentation of the third edition of the BRICS Youth Energy Outlook for the year 2020 was the key event of the summit. More than 180 young researchers from 40 institutions of higher learning from 5 BRICS member states contributed to the outlook. And I'm very much honored to say that Alexander Karmishin, the chairperson of the Youth Energy Agency, is a former MIAP-GIMO student. The 4 researchers of the new technologies of transport and electricity transmission chapter of the Outlook are the 4th-year students also from MIAP-GIMO. They worked in close cooperation with experts from the Russian Ministry of Energy, MIAP Energy and Geopolitics Strategic Research Center, and the World Electric Power Industry Department of our institute of MIAP. In the above chapter, our researchers analyzed, among other issues, non-technical barriers in the way of improving electrical power generation, transmission, and distribution. Their market research led them to a conclusion that standardization and interoperability of equipment is still inadequate due to a small number of high-tech equipment manufacturers in the international market. They also argue that the shortage of qualified personnel in the power system remains the burning issue of today. They also note inadequate investment climate, absence of investment incentives, low project financing that depends on the regulatory framework and other fiscal regime barriers. Administrative barriers such as bureaucratic authorization and approval procedures are also considered in that article and as barriers. In their conclusion, the authors say that the centralized random generation will grow and that large storage facilities for electricity are feasible and will change the design principle of power system. Wind and solar energy can be stored and used during peak hours as well as at any time when it is required. Energy storage equipment can be optimally located close to generation centers.
We do already have a solid basis here with the BRICS Energy Report, the BRICS Energy Technology Outlook, and the BRICS Youth Energy Outlook. The Youth Outlook has been so successful that when I Google search for International Energy Agency in Russian, which has the same abbreviation in Russian as Youth Energy Agency, BRICS Youth Energy Agency. So the kind of outlooks I got was only through the BRICS Youth Energy Agency.